My name is James Barber. I'm a student at University of California, Santa Cruz. And I have one question, well, actually two. Do you believe that corporations are people, and do you believe that money should be considered equivalent to speech? And if so, how do you justify that position to citizens who have no money and therefore have less influence in the political process?
Well, and chime in here right off the bat if I'm getting this wrong. I mean, corporations are allowed unlimited contribution, and what do I think about that? Is that kind of it in a nutshell, the question?
Well, basically, I want you to address mainly the question of people without money.
Yeah. Corporations in no way should be viewed as individuals, but this is the ruling that allows corporations to make unlimited contribution, which is that view. When it comes to campaign finance reform, it's my opinion that the reform that's needed in this country is very simply 100% transparency. It doesn't exist today, and that's what needs to exist. Know where the money is coming from. And because of unlimited contribution, because currently, because of super PACs, you can actually have money donated, and it cannot be identified from where it came from. I've said this many times during this campaign running for president. I say this tongue in cheek, but I do just as seriously as tongue in cheek. All politicians should wear jackets similar to NASCAR drivers that have patches on the jackets that not only show the sponsors but are commensurate with the size of the donation. I mean, let's just really make this transparent.
So, I guess to follow up, you wouldn't be opposed to unlimited donations if they're transparent.
And if I may cite an example, in New Mexico when I ran for governor, my largest contributor was someone who gave my campaign $100,000. He never was on the phone, never asked for anything during during 2 terms. He donated $150,000. He was the largest single contributor to my campaign. Never once did he ask for anything, not a thing. When you limit contribution, like in this case to $2,500 as an individual contribution, or if you had a limit of contribution in New Mexico, let's say of $1,000, I am going to go out on a limb here. 150 contributors of $1,000 each, 8 of them would have been on the phone at least to ask me for something.
But doesn't that still, I mean, I guess I'm just...
Back to transparency. If you know this guy's given me $150,000 and you can keep your eye on him, if you know that Coca-Cola has given me, and sorry Coke, General Ford Motors gives me $1 million, but they give it to me in a roundabout way where nobody can identify that, that's not right. But you should be able to identify that Ford Motors gave me $1 million, or IBM gave me $1 million, or Goldman Sachs gave me $1 million. You should be able to identify that. And currently you can't.
But even if you can identify it, doesn't this rule and this jurisprudence actually make money the currency of democracy as opposed to direct action or speech by a human being?
I would disagree. I would say that because of unlimited the notion of limiting contribution, of making contribution small, favors the incumbent. That if you are an incumbent, if you have the most important name in politics is your name. So if you're somebody who wants to unseat the incumbent, and you have to limit your contribution to $1,000, let's just say this is the Senate race in California. Well, if you want to unseat the sitting senator in California and you're limited to $1,000 per contribution, I got news for you. You're not going to unseat the incumbent. But if you have somebody, Steve Jobs, let's say, is your uncle, and he knows was your uncle, and I mean, not levity there, but and was able to contribute $100 million to your campaign because he knew you were the better candidate, you have a chance of unseating the incumbent rightfully because of Steve Jobs.
Because you have an example?
Because you have, yes, but rightfully, but transparent, but you have that chance that wouldn't exist if campaign contributions were limited. And I'm telling you the reality here, you would not stand a chance running for Senate in California if you had a limited contribution of $1,000 per contributor. And I use that as it'd be back to $2,500 limit.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.